myself, is what I did to Steve, am I getting karma for that? Because obviously my ex put me through fucking hell, and then his new girlfriend has put me through hell. So I'm like, maybe this is my karma for literally screwing my first love over and moving to Florida with his best friend. So that being said, years later, because this was in 2008, years later, I get a screenshot from one of my followers of this woman talking shit about me in a Facebook group, saying that she saw me on the show, that I'm batshit crazy, and basically blaming me for the fact that her son, Steve, has not had a relationship since, and he's now 30, and he hasn't had a serious relationship since me. Like, listen, he cheated on me. So yeah, like, what I did was wrong, but are you really holding a grudge this many years later towards me to go online and start talking shit about me in a Facebook group? Like, sister. I don't know. It just kind of threw me off, because it's like, I have always kind of like held that with me, what I did to him. But for her to be going in there and like telling my business, like that I used to make him write in a notebook, well, I don't know about you guys, but that was kind of a thing. And also, Steve wasn't in high school. I was in high school and he wasn't. And this was before like texting was like a huge thing. Like, people were just getting into it. And so yeah, like I would be like, oh, write me like a letter, and then maybe that's why I went for a prisoner. Like, I like the letters. I don't fucking know. But anyway, I just can't believe that she did that. And I've honestly wanted to like find Steve and reach out and apologize for what I did, because he was my first love and he was such a good guy. And honestly, a lot of similar characteristics as Garrett. I think that's why I fell for Garrett so hard, was because he reminded me a lot of Steve. And as you can see from the picture, I've always had a thing for the baby blues. So anyways, whatever. So now that we have a good amount of people here, I guess I can address the drama. So first, let me start out with that I did an interview with Juicy Scoop, Heather McDonald. If anybody here listened to that podcast and you have the link, please drop it so that other people can hear it that maybe haven't. It is a podcast that Heather McDonald does. She interviews other reality TV personalities and just gets their story. And, you know, obviously my story is pretty interesting and it was really public, so Heather wanted to interview me. Now, I can only tell what I know and my story or my theory. And I wanted to go ahead and reenact my theory for you guys. And I'm going to do a live reenactment of what I think happened. And I'm going to use colored pencils to do it. Okay. So, this is Garrett. He's blue because his prison uniform. And this is me, pink, because that's my favorite color. So, Garrett gets out of prison, and we're both so happy. We're so in love. Yay, I love you so much, blah, 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 blah. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Everything's good. All of a sudden, I go to work or something, and we have the three stooges, I'll call them. Okay? These are the three stooges. And these are Garrett's friends that were nowhere to be found while he was in prison. And they're all like, yo, what's up, bro? And he's like, hey, what's up? And they're like, hey, you should definitely come out to the strip club. That was not how they talk. Hold on. They're like, yo, what's good? You should go to the strip club with us. And he was all like, nah, man, like, I got my girl. She's a good girl at home. I got to take care of her. She was there for me when y'all weren't. Bro, what do you mean we weren't there? We sent you, like, money once or twice in 6 years? Bro, come on. Let us make it up to you. We'll take you to the strip club. Have a good time, whatever. Your girl will be cool with it. All right, fine. Let me talk to the wife. So they go. Then I come. Hey, baby, you cool if I hit the strip club for a few hours with my boys? Your boys? What the fuck? Where were they when you were in prison? Nah, like, but they're still my people. Like, that's, whatever. All right, fine, Garrett. Just be home by 11. So anyway, so then he goes with the boys, and they're all there, throwing dollar bills, whatever, doing their own thing. And this just keeps happening, like, repeatedly. But he still got me at home, so he comes home, kisses for the wife, whatever. I love you too. One day he, like, gets down on one knee. This is him. Will you marry me? Trying to, like, make sure that I know, like, yeah, I'm fucking up, but I still love you, so we're gonna be good, and whatever. But then, what happens? We have Miss Nellie. She's orange because whoever said orange was the new pink was seriously disturbed. Just kidding. But really. So, Nellie's here, and she's looking all fine. And the boys are like, damn, that's a little baddie right there, bro. She's way better than that stupid white girl you got at home. And Nellie's like, yeah, I got the juice, or whatever it is that they say, I don't know. And so then Garrett starts going to the strip club more, and Nellie's all there, like, with her big booty, and Garrett's like, yeah, that's what I really like, fuck that white girl at home. So anyways, one thing leads to another, and they start talking, and then Garrett starts acting out, but I don't know it's because he's got a girl. I think he's just acting out because he got uno, dos, and tres here. So anyway, really, it's because of this. So then me and Garrett will get in a fight, and he's like, man, I love you, but I need to take time out. Like, I just gotta go hang out with Angel for a little bit. Oh, okay. Well, you go do that. Angel is really Nellie. And they're laying up at a hotel together. Meanwhile, I think he's at fucking his homeboy's house. So what he'll do is he'll come over to me and tell me how much he loves me, and then act out, and then come home and tell me how much he loves me, and then act out. And then it just keeps happening. But all the time while I think that he loves me, really, I don't think he loved her at this time, but he definitely liked her. So we're in a little colored pencil triangle right now. And he doesn't know what to do because his dick and his brain want her, but his heart is telling him he's obligated to me, and I'm fucking miserable and terrible all the time because he's living a life that I don't respect. So, slowly it starts drifting and drifting and drifting. And then one day I tell him, get the fuck out until you get your priorities right. And he says, all right, fine. And he fucking leaves. And I'm thinking he's going to be miserable. He's going to be right back home. Yeah, right. He got the little baddie from the strip club. So he's like, yes, bitch. And she's like, yes, honey. And they're like hitting it off, whatever. But then she's like, but listen, you need to get rid of that stupid white girl because I want to be with you. And he's like, all right. I got to do what I gotta do, though. But deep down, he can't tell little baddie this. He feels, obligated to me because he wants to do right by me because I was by his side for so long. So anyway, he comes home and he tells me, he still wants to get married, but that he just doesn't want to come home right now and live under my rules. The fuck? That doesn't work for Miss Pink. So she's like, no, I can't do this anymore. But really, he wanted me to break up with him. This is my theory. He wanted me to break up with him so he could be with Nellie. So anyway, I break up with him, even though really he wanted this. And whatever. So yeah. So now I'm out of the picture. And she's in, and they're applying to cars together, and they're loving each other, and they're raising a kid, and they're living in a house together, and I'm just over here like, the fuck happened? I thought that you would be struggling with this. And then even, now that I know, the timeline of this whole thing, I'm like, okay, well, he was, telling me he loved me and stuff when they were already together. So it's what the fuck? So then it makes me kind of curious. I would love to hear her side. What was he telling her? And what was he telling me? because she seems real mad when I tell my story, but I'm only saying what I know. So, that is my reenactment of my theory. Look, it has me all broken out. I don't really know what happened. I'm just assuming that's what makes sense to me. But, you know, I don't think that people do things all the time to be awful. I think that they just want to be happy, and I think Garrett just wanted to be happy, and he wasn't happy with me, so he was trying to do right by me, but also be happy by being with Nellie, and it just turned into this whole explosion of things. So that's